Hey there, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading for the week of September 11th. We are just going to jump right in here, Scorpio. In your current general energies, well, sure, we'll take all three. This is actually going to be your past position, but you have abundance, stillness in this gateway card. All three really, really good cards. So, I feel like there could be some major abundance coming in for you at this time, or some sort of change coming in for you as far as your abundance is concerned. Again, we're going to do past, present, future outcome in this reading. And so in your past position, again, you have the King of Cups, King of Swords, and the Six of Wands. Kind of interesting. I kind of feel like you are looking to stand out. Here you go. You have the Queen of Wands. She isn't necessarily looking to stand out. And you have the Star. Are you kidding? There you go. The Star is a card of definitely getting a lot of attention, standing out in some way. And the Queen of Wands, she's not necessarily, again, looking to stand out, but she does want to do something important, or, she does want to do something kind of like special in her life. So, I feel for some of you, that's really what I'm getting here. And yeah, that makes sense. You go down to the Death card, which is your card here, Scorpio. And look, you just have like a bunch of cards wanting to come out. So I really like where this is going, but the King of Cups is about having like very deep emotions. So, and it's kind of like a card of exploring your feelings. Like, what do you feel that you want to have in your life? What do you feel that you want to create? And I feel that's what you're working on here. Again, you have this, I'm going to show you two first. You have this abundance and stillness card. So I do feel that some of you, it's like you could be in a period in your life where it's like you're focused on abundance, but things are not as abundant as you want them to be, right? So you definitely are focused on abundance and you want more abundance. And I kind of feel the trick here is to go through this gateway right here with this gateway card. This card kind of represents stepping through a portal, or, going to the other side. You have the Two of Swords in your future position. Two of Swords is this or that thinking. It's like thinking this or that, when there could be a third option that you could take in your life, or there could be something that you're not paying attention to that could increase your abundance or make you more successful, or whatever it is that you want. And so I feel that you have to kind of like do a little bit of a deep dive on your emotions and like how you're feeling about life and the things that you really want to see and create in your life. I feel like all those, those experiences, or whatever you want to call it, are all things that you really need to think about. You have the King of Swords here. The King of Swords is a card of discernment. He also kind of just, I don't know, I just feel like he's saying that you have everything you need. He's the card of knowledge and wisdom. And I really feel he is just saying, Scorpio, you have everything you need to kind of be successful. You have this next, in your next row, you have this card that says, hold your vision. It basically says you need to have a star, your North Star. You have the Star card here. You need to just have that thing that you focus on, big goal, wish, or dream, whatever it is for you, and you just need to focus on it and make it happen. You have all the tools that you need right between your two ears. You also have the Six of Wands here. I almost feel like the universe is kind of like saying, come on, you're going to be successful. You will have success. So push forward. Even, we go this way. The Queen of Wands, she moves towards the sun. Then you have the Eight of Wands, which is a card of success, and quick success at that. So, I feel like there is a lot of success coming in for you at this time. I will say this. It's like with the Seven of Swords here, how you accomplish this goal, wish, or dream is not how you are probably thinking. It's probably not how you think you're going to accomplish it. Does that make sense? Probably not. It's like, I'll put it this way. It's like I have another business, but that I started at the same time that I started this business, this channel. And it's like, I've accomplished more of the things that I wanted to accomplish with this than I did with that. And I thought that this was just a hobby, this channel. It's always been a hobby, really. And I really don't even consider it a business, so again, it's just interesting that it happened that way. And I kind of see that happening for you, where it's almost like things, you are accomplishing things, maybe in the things that you want to accomplish, but it's just not how you thought you were going to accomplish it. With the King of Cups, you have the Five of Pentacles. There is like this weird, like left out in the cold energy going on right now. Five of Pentacles says focus on your strengths, not on your weaknesses. With the King of Swords, you have the Queen of Swords. I kid you not, all three water signs had the King and Queen of Swords together. So I don't know what's going on here, but I do not like the King and Queen of Swords together. To me, they're two people who do not see like eye to eye. So, there could be a little bit of relationship stuff popping up for water signs this week. It does not just have to be love. It could be any relationship that you're in. I would, I kind of like the advice that I was getting for the other water signs too, is just keep a level head. Like if you're having issues with people you live with or your family or your friends or whatever, I think it would be better to just like not react to things that are happening and just let this energy blow over. It's giving me those vibes of kind of like the blow over energy where it's like someone around you could be making a big deal out of something, but it's really not. And by, this time next week, it's just not going to be a big deal. So it's like, don't turn something that doesn't need to be a big deal into a big deal. With the Six of Wands, you have the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like you are accomplishing a lot on your own, definitely focused on abundance. I mean, Nine of Pentacles, card of gratitude and luxuries, but, to me, it is just a card of abundance in general that you're trying to create. And, sorry, I just dropped the entire deck practically. But let's see. In your current position, in your present position, I should say, you have this Hold Your Vision card, and this card that says step out of your comfort zone. Yes, definitely. That's like the North Node card, and we do have to kind of like step out of our comfort zone for our North Node. The North Node is like the head of the dragon, so we have to kind of the North Node is the thing that we kind of have to work on, that we have to create, right? And so I feel for a lot of you that it would be a good time to step outside of a comfort zone. Literally, your first card, the Two of Wands, represents stepping outside of a comfort zone. You have the Queen of Wands and the Star. The Two of Wands, he is standing at the top of a castle. Right here is his village, and it represents a comfort zone, just like I said. So, I feel for a lot of you, everything you want is on the other side of something you've never done before. I've been saying that since 2020 to everyone. So, I feel like it's true for everybody that we all have to leave comfort zones, do things we've never done before, explore new opportunities, all that other stuff. He has a whole world in his hands. Something behind him here is complete. And now it's time for him to move forward towards that front wand that he's holding on to there. So it's time for him to build something new. And I definitely feel that. You end with one of my favorite cards, this Yang energy card. It's kind of like a card of a new beginning or starting something new, creating something new. And, that's what you could be doing. You have the Queen of Wands. I think that, moving towards your happiness is the key here. She has this sunflower, and the sunflower points towards the sun. So I feel like following that guidance, following your own inner guidance, or, moving towards your sun, which is, anything that makes you happy, brings you joy, or, any of that stuff. Or it could just be a feeling as well. You could just feel that you need to do something with your life. Big picture, we're talking about here, because you have the Star. I would move in those big picture directions. You also have this Hawk card as well coming up in your future position. The Hawk represents like being a visionary and having visionary ideas in your life, but it also kind of represents the big picture. So, I feel that the Star is definitely a big picture. It doesn't even want to focus. How funny is that? But there we go. The Star, there's this ibis right here, and the ibis is the bird of knowledge and wisdom, and he kind of sees the big picture. He has a bird's eye view of everything that she wants to accomplish. So, I feel like there's this is a reading of accomplishments for you, Scorpio, is what I feel, that there's a lot you want to accomplish and in your life, and you could be feeling more motivated than ever. And, that's kind of like the feeling I get from this reading, is that you are very motivated to, accomplish something significant in your life, or something super important in your life. Let's see. With the Two of Wands, you have the Four Cups. Yep, these 3 cups are pouring into 1 cup there, you can see. So I actually really love this 4 cups. This is from the White Sage Tarot. If you are looking for love, I do feel you could be discovering a person who really pours into you, who really gives to the connection, who really creates something really great. With the Queen of Wands, you have the Justice card. Justice is cause and effect, and it's also like equal give and take. So I do feel like some of you could be balancing things out with the Justice card, or you could be balancing your energy out with this card. It also, I would say, I'm pretty sure all 3 water signs had the Justice card. Maybe Pisces didn't, but I don't know. I think all 3 did. I can't remember now. And it might just be a time where water signs are getting some positive karma. I don't know. I kind of feel really good about the end of the year for water. I'm pretty sure I said this to you in your yearly reading. I'm cheating a little bit because of the astrology. Also, I feel pretty good about that eclipse, or really this eclipse season. It's like the past couple sets of eclipses have been a little not so great. And, I feel like this set of eclipses is maybe just a little bit more positive and kind of going in the right direction. But I also feel there's just like more opportunity for water signs. And so pay attention to justice. If you get an opportunity, put a little energy in. If you get energy back, keep going. If you don't, stop, right? Plain and simple. All opportunities, love, business, work, money, spiritually, health, everything. Pay attention to equal give and take. But I don't know, it seems like a time of really good opportunity. With the star, you have the lovers. Yes, definitely. This is like a dream come true, is what I'd say to you. I have the word Aries popping into my head as well. But I feel like if you have Aries in your chart or something like that, you could be finding a person like an Aquarius. It could be an Aquarius. You have Aquarius twice. Could be another water sign as well. But again, specifically, I don't know. I have something about Aries popping into my head. Like they could have Aries in their chart. They could be in Aries, like I said, something like that. But they could also have Gemini in their chart or be a Gemini. With the lovers, I also feel that, again, you've been, if you have been wishing for love with the star, that there is a person coming in for you. You have the 10 of Cups, which is fortune after difficulty, something really good coming into your life. So love it. Next, you have the Phoenix. You traditionally were the Phoenix or the eagle in astrology. You were not the Scorpion. So, traditionally you were the Phoenix. And, you could just say that this is your energy. But you also have the Death card. This is like a Phoenix rising from the ashes. You have the Hawk card, which is, the Hawk is about being a visionary, having very kind of like futuristic ideas. And so if you have any ideas for your future or the future, this could be very successful for you. I also do feel that something is kind of being reborn in your life with that Phoenix card. Something is being like revitalized, something is, I really get this feeling of, it's not so much like rebirth, right? Even though that's what that card represents, I get more revitalized. Like maybe you have something in your life that kind of drifted away. It didn't really ever die. It could be like an idea. Maybe you didn't have enough money to support it, or maybe you just didn't have enough the energy. It's almost like you're revisiting something. Makes sense with the retrograde, and you do have what you need to kind of make it happen, right? So it's kind of like more that energy. I hope that makes sense. I'm not so much getting rebirth. I'm getting more, even though you have the Death card and everything, I'm getting more revitalization. It's like something is getting a second chance here. Something is being reborn. It could be an idea as well. I really do feel idea. That's the word I said, but I don't know. I'm getting something about an idea on this Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is quick success, but Eight of Wands was traditionally your arrows of love. Esther Hicks calls it your rockets of desire. Like you're always telling the universe what you want. The universe is responding with signs, symbols, synchronicities, all sorts of stuff. And so we have to pay attention to our inspirations, but I almost feel this is like a good idea that you've had, and it could lead to a lot of success. You also have the Two of Swords here. I have the word flexibility popping into my head. She's not being flexible. She's only thinking this or that when there's a third option behind her here, that island that exists behind her. So I feel for a lot of you that there could be a lot of success on that island, but you're going to have to be open to it. It's like a different way of living, or something along those lines where, there could be like a different life that's available to you. I don't know. It's kind of weird, but you have the 10 of Cups right next to it. 10 of Cups is fortune after difficulty, but it's almost like not how you thought your life would be. But I also feel that stepping through this gateway, this like you have with that first card, it'll probably blow your mind. It'll probably be something that you discover you do want. I just think that it's like, but I kind of said this at the beginning of the reading. It's like how or maybe I didn't say this to you, but I might be imagining this, but it's like how you have started your life and like where you're going to end up here in the near future, two totally different things. So I don't know. It feels like a major change or something, but I feel like you have to see that the opportunity for you to, live a different life exists, and, you have to make the changes. You have the Death card, which is your card, puts you in a position of power and strength. But I also look at the Death card as like the light at the end of the tunnel. Even this right here is a white rose. That white rose represents purity, but it also represents kind of like that pinprick of light in the darkness that chases the darkness away. So I feel for some of you, I'm like getting hope. The Star card represents hope and, hope, faith, renewal. Definitely a period of renewal for you. Definitely a period of like healing. With the Eight of Wands, you have the Eight of Pentacles. Yes. Quick success. Eight of Pentacles is focusing on one thing and making it happen. So I see a lot of success here. With the Two of Swords, you have the Judgment card. I feel like you're waking up to new opportunities. The Judgment card is kind of like waking up to your purpose or, answering a wake-up call. So I do feel you could be having a wake-up call And, it could be about like where you're at in life or the changes you want to make. So, like I said, I would make those changes. And another card of rebirth, by the way. Here I am saying this really isn't a rebirth, and you have like 20 cards of rebirth. With the Death card, you have the Three of Cups. Three Cups is a celebration, can represent a reunion as well. But again, I feel if this is a reunion, it's not like a past person. I think it's more you are reuniting with your own true source, like the things that you want to create, do, be, and have in your life. I mostly say that because of this right here. Because in your last row for your outcome, you have this Yang energy card. I'm going to show you the other two cards in just a second. But, this is really a card of a new beginning. It's kind of like a spark of hope or a spark of inspiration. It's you being able to really make things happen. Then you also have this like Y card and this deep knowing card. It's almost as if you know exactly what you need to do now in your life. You have great clarity, or you have deep answers that are, guiding you towards even bigger and better success. And I kind of feel like that's what's happening here. You have the Seven of Wands, the Ten of Cups, and the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Wands is a card of conviction. It says when you know that you're going to be successful, you will be successful. So it's a card of like very deep belief, or believing something so deeply that you make it happen. And so I feel for a lot of you that you are really kind of believing in, I don't know if you're like believing in yourself, or if you're believing that you can live this life right here, which is the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups life, could be happy home, happy family, but the Ten of Cups life can also be the fact that this family, they're standing in the real world. They still have all the problems and issues of the real world, but they're choosing happiness. So the Ten of Cups says it just doesn't matter what's going on in the world. You can choose to be happy, or to have extreme happiness in your life, or to have, ultimate fulfillment. And I do feel like some of you are just committing to that change, to choose to be in control of your own feelings. You have the Seven of Swords here. Seven of Swords, of course, can represent lying, cheating, stealing, but really it's a card of tactics. It's also a card of needing to have more fun. He has those polka dots on his cloak, and polka dots in the tarot can represent taking things too seriously. So, I always look at the Seven of Swords as like needing to be more playful, needing to have more fun in life, needing to enjoy yourself more, kind of like all that stuff. Let's see. With the Seven of Wands, and you have two sevens here, by the way. Two sevens to me is internal fears don't exist. You have the Chariot with the Seven of Wands. Chariot is about taking control and really making something happen. Also a card of setting yourself apart. Again, with that Two of Swords, I really felt this. It's like I was getting something about like how you start is not how you end, or something like that. Those were like the words that were popping into my head with the Two of Swords, because she's thinking like she has these two choices of how to live her life. But there's a third place behind her. There's something different. She doesn't have to live how everybody else lives, And we can all make that choice. We can all choose to live how we want to choose to live, right? And the Chariot is all about that. He's leaving that city behind him because everybody is the same, because everything is the same in that city. And I really believe this is the time we're in. I say this all the time. Everybody gets a Chariot all of a sudden. And I really feel the universe is like, okay, it's time for everybody to stop being exactly the same. It's time for everybody to mix it up, right? With the Ten of Cups, you have the Seven of Wands. Seven of Pentacles. I'm going to list them all off now. You have all these sevens here. So again, fears, letting go of fears. Seven of Pentacles says, is the juice worth the squeeze? Like, is how you've been living your life, is it worth it? And maybe it is, maybe it isn't. And the Seven of Pentacles says you have to examine the things in your life that matter to you. And you have to look and see where you can change, or where you can maybe put your energy in something that's better or different or new, right? With the Seven of Swords, you have the Page of Swords. I would be careful of anyone from the past, any liar, cheater, stealer that you have dealt with. It seems like a minor thing, but, again, I would definitely... the Page of Swords is like immature energy, so it could be an immature person that you've dealt with or something like that. But I even think that you're more focused on new love anyway. Next, we're going to pull 5 main themes. You have this Resistance card. It's crazy to me. All 3 water signs, I think, have this card as well. There's like 900 cards in this deck, and, so it cracks me up whenever something repeats. But, wherever you're feeling resistance, I feel like you need to push past those resistance points. You have this Harmony card. Yeah, I do feel like there's a lot more peace and harmony and success coming in for you with the Harmony card. Next, you have this Enterprise card. I'm telling you right now, any of you that want to start a business, a side hustle, something like that, I see a ton of success in that for you. It looks to me like you could be creating a lot of abundance and success in, with something that you're doing on your own, or sorry, my alarm's going off, or something that you want to create. Again, really abundant energy here. Next, you have this endurance card. This is the Sun in Scorpio. So again, I feel like you are not giving up on things. You're pushing forward. I feel like you are very motivated to be successful as well at this time. And finally, you have this enthusiasm card. I feel like there's a lot of reasons for you to be enthusiastic. Cancer had this card as well. So a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of excitement. I would move with the Queen of Wands. She moves towards her enthusiasm. If something gets her excited, she makes it happen. So, definitely a good time for you to listen to your inner voice, that voice that says, hey, you're excited about this person or this idea or this new career or this new direction. And that's all you need to listen to, right? And I would encourage you to be different than everyone else. Like, be a contrarian, go in the opposite direction with the Chariot. The Chariot wants you to be a black sheep. The Chariot wants you to, trust your inner voice and move in new directions and things like that. So, that's what I would do here. But this looks really good. So thank you for being here and definitely enjoy your week.